Welcome back, YouTubers. We're going to do a few examples with fractions, then we are set. A few examples where we have to check the restrictions and all the things. Right, here they say solve for x, leaving your answer rounding off to one decimal place where necessary. So the examiner wants us to round to the nearest. Solve for x. Example 1. We have x minus 3 is equals to 18 over x. So solve for x. Right, if you can see here, we have a fraction where our LCD is going to be equals to x. Or if you don't want to do that, I'm going to do it in two ways. Let's use the LCD. Here it is over 1, here is over x. 1 goes how many times into x? Goes x times. X times x minus 3 is x minus 3 times x. X goes how many times into x? Goes once. 1 times 18 is 18. Then you have x squared minus 3x minus 18 is equals to 0. I simply transposed 18 from right hand side to left hand side. Now we have to factorize here. The factors of 18 is that are going to give us a 3. It's 6 times 3, it's 18. 6 times 3 is 18. 6 minus 3 is 3. Then we have the factors that correlates with our equation. Right, it's x equals to 0. We have a 6, we have a 3. Now let's come back here. The sign of the constant tells us that how are the signs with relations to in our brackets. The signs must not be the same. So we know that we have a plus and minus. The bigger one should have a what? A negative. Then x is equals to x minus 6 is equals to 0, or x plus 3 is equals to 0. Then x is equals to 6, or x is equals to minus 3. This was a straightforward thing. Then I said we can do it in a different way. Let's see what different way we can use. Someone can use the other method, which I'm going to use now. I will just do it here. But all in all, it is going to come out to be like this. You see, you take right, I'm going to do it here. For the sake of space, it is x minus 3 is equals to 18 over x. There is a 1 sitting here. You simply cross multiply. X times x minus 3. X times x minus 3 is equals to 18 times 1. This is the step. X times x minus 3 is equals to 18 times 1. So we did not take the LCD as such, just cross multiply. So from here, we are going to come up to this. What I was trying to say here is, someone can say the LCD is going to take us long because this is very complicated. someone cannot see why do we have to take 1, and then what do we do with this one to the LCD? What do we do with our x to the LCD? You simply go straight forward, cross multiply, you're going to come up with the same answer. Thank you very much. Let's go to do number 2. Example 2. We are taking the more, as we go, we're taking the more complicated ones so that we can see what is happening. I will take x minus 1 over x equals to 1. Still, x minus 1 over x is equals to 1. Right. The LCD is going to apply here because why? We've got 1, 1. Cannot cross multiply because we have 2 terms which are going to be on the left hand side and the right hand side. So we're going straight for LCD. LCD is equals to x. 1 goes how many times into x? Goes x. X times x, it's x squared. Minus x goes how many times into x? Goes once. 1 times 1 is 1. 1 goes how many times into x? It's x. X times 1 is x. X times x, it's x squared. Minus 1 minus x equals to 0. Rearrange it. It's x squared minus x minus 1 equals to 0. Right. Do we have the factors of this? We don't. Why don't we have it? Because you cannot have the factors of 1 that is going to give you a 1, a negative 1. This is a 1. So a 1 plus 1 is 2. A 1 minus 1 is 0. So we have no, this is not a perfect square. So we're going to use the formula. X is equals to minus b plus minus square root of b squared minus 4ac all divided by 2a. Here in this case, our a is 1, our b is minus 1, our c is minus 1. X is equals to minus b, your b is minus 1 into minus 1 plus minus the square root of b squared minus 1 squared minus 4a. Your a is 1, your c is minus 1 all over 2a. 2 times 1. 1 times negative is positive 1. A plus minus the square root of 1 squared is 1. Negative times negative is positive. 4 times 1 is 4. All over 2. Now here you have your x is going to be 1. It's 5 here. 1 plus 1 is 5. Plus square root of 5 over 2, or x is equals to 1 minus the square root of 5 all over 2. These are your answers. This is the final step. Now, the trickier, the higher you go, the bolder it becomes. The more we go, the more we get trick of the problems that we need to take. The tackling ones, we are tackling the the most challenging. Not difficult. Maths is not difficult, it's challenging. So we are taking the most challenging from now. Now that we know what is happening, what to do, we're going to take more and more complex. The other complicated one, I think, is going to be example 3. We're going to take this one. Let's see. It's x minus 2 over x minus 1 minus 5 over x plus 2 is equal to 7 over x minus 1. Now, here we have to, you pay attention, grade 11, there is nothing difficult here, just it needs you to have a system. The system that we are going to grab here is LCD is equals to x minus 1 we know we are solving for x. I'll write the LCD over there. LCD is equals to x minus 1, this part, x plus 2. You cannot repeat, this one is there already. So, which is x minus 1 goes how many times into x minus 1 and x plus 2. It goes x minus 1, it leaves x plus 2. So you have x plus 2 multiplied by x minus 2 minus 5. X plus 2 goes how many times into the LCD? It cancels this one, it is left with this one. You have x minus 1 is equals to 7 into. This goes how many times there? It cancels here, it leaves what? X plus 2. Right? You multiply here, this is going to give you a difference of 2 squares. It's x squared minus 4. X times x is x squared. X times minus 2 is minus 2x. Positive 2 times x is positive x. They cancel each other. Then you are left with 2 multiplied by minus 2, which is 4. I just skipped some many steps. Here you have a minus 5, x plus 5. You multiply here, you get a minus 5x. You multiply here, you get a positive 5. Is equals to, though we are solving for x, is equals to 7 times x is 7x. 7 times 2 is plus 14. Now we're going to check everything to one side. Then it is going to be x squared minus 5x minus 7x. Constant minus 4 plus 5 is going to be 1. We take 14 minus 14 on that side equals to 0. Then it's x squared minus 5 and minus 7, it's minus 12 x. A positive 1 minus 14, it's minus 13, is equals to 0. The factors of 13 that will give us a 12 is 13 times 1. So we do have factors here. It's x is equals to 0. The factors of 13 that is going to give us a 12 is 13 and 1. Signs must not be the same. The bigger one must have a negative. X plus 1 is equals to 0, or x minus 13 is equals to 0. X is equals to minus 1 or x is equals to 18. Done. You are going to get this in your exam. You are going to get this in your test. So you go and practice. They like it too much when they are dealing with fractions. Right. There is something that I did not mention here. There is a restriction. The restriction here is x must never be equals to 1. X must never be equals to minus 2. Why? It's like that. If you can check, if x is not equals to 1, I'm referring to this part. If x is going to be 1, you're going to have 1 minus 1, which is 0. Anything divisible by 0, it's undefined. That's why there is a restriction. So in your exam, when you write, you must show, after writing that, x must never be equals to a certain value, where you have the to divide with the two terms. You remember in the first example, it was we were dividing by 1x, so that does not matter. And that the other one, it was only just 1x, that does not matter. But in the denominator, always be careful that you must never get a 1. Here, if you can get a minus 2, a minus 2 plus 2 is what? Is 0. This term falls apart, and this term falls apart. So we are going to solve something that does not exist. Hence, we have to restrict it. Thank you very much. Grade 11. Let's go for the most complicated one more than this, which will need you to learn more things. We are going for example number 4, which is about the last one. You will find, definitely this one you will find, the nature of this in the exam, they like it a lot. X squared plus 5x is equals to 21 minus x divided by 5x minus 18 divided by 5 plus x. We start by saying 6 over x, common factor, x plus 5. You see? Is equals to 21 minus x divided by 5x minus 18 divided by 5 plus x. Who can tell me what is the restriction here? We're restricting it for x must not be equals to 0. Here the restriction, x must not be equals to 0. This is your restriction. X must never be equals to 0. X must never be equals to 5. X must never be equals to 0. X must never be equals to 5. Minus 5, not 5. Minus 5. If you want to find the restriction, just take this one. You say x plus 5 is equals to 0. X is equals to minus 5. This is your restriction. Now, after you have got your restriction, then you can start working. Then your LCD. LCD is equals to x plus 5. This is your LCD. Now, you say 6 into x and x plus 5 goes how many times into x and x plus 5? Goes once. 1 times 6 is 6 equals to 5x, x plus 5 times x divided by 5x. The x goes, you will be left with what? You will be left with x plus 5 times 5. You will be left with 5 times x plus 5 multiplied by 21 minus x. I'm going to take out our LCD for the space sake. We know that our LCD is x and x plus 5. So we were here. It's 5 times x plus 5 multiplied by 21 minus x. We are here now, x into 18 multiplied by 5 plus x goes how many times into x, and 5 plus x, it goes x times. Now, we multiply, it's 6 is equals to 5 times x is 5x, 5 times 5 is 25. We multiply that still by 21 minus x. See, now we have another 2 brackets that we are going to multiply with. Minus 18x. Here, do not get confused. Do not be clumsy. Otherwise, your math is going to be out of the proportion. Right? Bring the 6 down. It's equals to 5 times 21. 5 times 21. 5 times 21 is 105. 105 x. 5 times x is 5x squared. 25 times 21. 25 times 21 is 525. What is the sign of that? 21 is positive. 5, 2, 5. 5 times minus 25 times minus x is minus 25 x minus 18x. Now we add the like terms. Minus 5x squared. We take this minus 5x squared, we bring it on the left hand side, it becomes positive 5x squared. We 105 minus 25 minus 18. We are combining the like terms. 105 minus 25 minus 18 is 62. This 62 is positive, we take it on the other side, it becomes negative 62. We take, there is a 6 here, which is already on the left hand side. We take 525, we bring it this on the left hand side, it becomes negative. So it's 525 minus 6. It's 519. It is negative 519 equals to 0. This you cannot factorize, so we go for the factorization where we use a this 62 is x. This 62 is x. X here. Right? We go for x is equals to minus b plus minus a square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. Hence, a is equals to 5, b is equals to minus 62, c is equals to minus 590. I will leave it up to you, grade 11. Go and finish up this, find your x. When you got your x, inbox me. Tell me your x, the values of x must be true. X is equals to what and x is equals to what. Not and, it's all the time. Thank you very much, grade 11. See you in the next video where we are going to do some other more relevant stuff for you to pass grade 11 with flying colors to grade 12. Uncle Pythagoras is signing out. Please do not forget to like and subscribe. I thank you very much.